Coming up right now, live at 5:30, more on the arrest of this Hazleton man who police say has been sexually abusing and raping an 11-year-old girl since she was just 8. And more on the new effort to get people to kick butts and say no to tobacco.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Hey again, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us tonight. I'm Kristen Mazinski. We told you live at 5 about a man who paid an 11-year-old $20 to perform oral sex on him. And that's not even the worst thing the 36-year-old did to that child. This is Jose Cruz of North Church Street in Hazleton. Tonight, he's calling a jail cell home under $500,000 bail. Police say Cruz had been having sex with an 11-year-old girl in her home since she was 8 years old, with the most recent incident happening March 9th when Cruz paid the girl $20 and ordered her to perform oral sex on him. Police learned of this disturbing case when the mother of the child called the child abuse hotline after having a conversation with her daughter about bad touches. We talked with Hazleton Detective Lieutenant Ken Zabowski.
We received information about this investigation and about the things that were happening to this child because a mother did her job. Mom was concerned about anyone that could possibly hurt their child, and in an innocent conversation about how people shouldn't be touching you in certain spots, she noticed that her daughter acted in a very unusual manner. She took her daughter on the side, talked to her about it, and ultimately that's when the disclosure was made that this gentleman was touching the child. Our investigation continued, and ultimately it was uncovered that for the last 3 years or so, this child has been a victim from this person, and he did some very horrible things to the child. One of the things that's important here, it's a very sad day, it's a very sad event, and a child was severely injured, both physically and mentally. But one of the things we have to keep in mind is the fact that now we're able to help this child can heal. There is some good to come out of this. This way this child won't be victimized anymore, and ultimately we hope that this person that committed these crimes will not be in a position to ever be around children to hurt them again.
Now, News 13 asked Cruz in Spanish, because he does not speak English, if he committed the crime and if he violated the child. He answered no to both of our questions, and he also told us that he was telling the truth. Now, we know he has 3 children, ages 7, 9, and 11 years old. He told the judge today that he has no other family in the area and that he is from the Dominican Republic. Smoking kills more than 443,000 people every year, and more than 8 million Americans live with smoking-related illnesses or conditions. So what does it take for smokers to kick the bad habit? Our Jasmine Brooks headed out to try and find the answer.
I'm married, and I used to be a smoker. I want to give you some tips about getting ready in the morning.
It's a $54 million national media campaign to get smokers to quit and prevent anyone else from starting. By using graphic ads of people who once smoked themselves, Tips for Smokers is the newest series of commercials released by the Centers for Disease Control. It's no secret smoking is the country's leading cause of disease and preventable deaths. But those facts may not be enough to get smokers to kick the habit. Noah has been smoking for 16 years, despite the fact he lost both of his grandparents to cancer and suffers from asthma himself. I showed him one of the commercials released by the CDC.
It's scary. It's a scary thought. I like music. I do music. To see the hole in her neck was a real scary thought. I love my hair. To see her going bald was also very scary. And the teeth, of course. Wow. It puts awareness to people that smoke, but a lot of us seem to think that it won't happen to us, like we're special or something.
At just 23 years old, Elizabeth has been smoking for the past 8 years. She says these commercials disgust her.
I be changing the channels. when they commercials like that come on, I change the channel. I really do. Because I know that could be me in a couple of years. But it's hard. As soon as you get that habit, it's just hard.
The former smokers in the commercials have suffered from heart attacks, limb amputations, and lung removal. But the particular video I showed to Jamie featured a woman who breathes through a stoma after a hole was surgically created in her neck. This image hit home for Jamie.
The way that woman sounded on the video that you'll be seeing is exactly the way my grandma's voice has been for the last 16 years. So I was very young when she was first diagnosed. She used to clean houses and smoke regularly, and between the chemicals and the smoking, it ruined her esophageal lining. So that's basically what my grandma sounds like. But just the fact that, I have an example of why not to smoke. I take one look at my grandma and think, do I want to hold my throat? No, I just have no desire to do so.
And because Jamie has experienced the effects of smoking firsthand, she has become a breath of fresh air to her friend Carmela, who is a smoker. Although Carmela has significantly cut down her nicotine intake, she can already notice the damage that has been done.
Absolutely. My fingernails are changing. Even if I paint them, they still change color. I walk in the house and all my kids, because I have kids and I smoke outside, I come in and they know exactly what I was doing outside. And, so my whole family notices. And everybody's paying attention. Everybody's talking to me. Everybody's telling me, stop. It's time. So
Carmela's habit may be near the end, but for many kids, the bad habit is just beginning. And while the CDC commercials target people ages 18 to 54, teenagers also need to be exposed to the consequences of smoking. Now, while the campaign uses graphic images to show the risks of smoking, here at the Hazelton Area 9th Grade Center, students are taking more of an interactive approach by using displays and models and even playing interactive activities, all to raise awareness on smoking. So did the students find the anti-tobacco fair effective? And will it prevent young kids from smoking?
No, I don't think so, because they made the choice to smoke, so I thought they're going to stop just because, posters and games and stuff.
I don't know. I think they're just going to take it as a joke, oh, that's not going to happen to us. We're only 14, 15 years old. I don't think they're really going to take it to their heads that that's what could happen to you.
But Eileen Panzarella, prevention education specialist for Sorrento Gardens, says many students have made a pledge to stay tobacco-free, and making a difference in some students' life is still considered a success.
And so if we could, even make one or two kids think differently, that's why we're doing it. A lot of them have said to me, I've already decided I'm never going to smoke, and this just kind of reinforces it. I think it's just really hitting them every year with it and just coming back again and again, and then hopefully at some point they're going to be ready to say, okay, I don't want that for me.
The CDC said the tobacco industry spends more than $27 million a day on marketing to kids and others. So whether the effective example is a commercial or a lesson in school, hopefully some smokers will kick the habit before they have to be the example themselves. Jasmine Brooks, News 13, Hazelton.
Jasmine, thank you so much. Well, what's in your medicine cabinet that could be a lifesaver and keep you from getting cancer? Well, new studies that are out suggest that aspirin not only has a short-term benefit of preventing cancer, but it reduces the chance of cancers spreading to other organs in the body by up to 50%. Researchers found that patients who took low doses of aspirin daily for at least 3 years had a 23% lower risk of developing cancer. Patients who took the drug for longer than 5 years had their chance of developing cancer drop by 37%. The drug, which is also used by some to protect against heart attacks and strokes, increases the risk of bleeding in the stomach, which does have some debate going on about using it daily. With election season upon us, those who want your vote are starting to make their rounds, and many have stopped by News 13, including this Schuylkill County businessman who's running for state representative in the 124th District. Larry Pedora is a current borough council member in New Ringgold and is running for the seat currently held by State Representative Jerry Knowles. Pedora was in our studios for a taping of the Sam LaSant Show this week, and News 13's Jasmine Brooks asked that state rep hopeful about his goals if elected.
One of my main goals would be working for the complete elimination of property tax. I think that's one of the most important things we need to do because I believe it's equitable and it'll help everybody from our seniors to our young people to everybody. It'll be able to let our seniors stay in their homes and it'll help our young people buy homes. Plus it'll help the economy because then people will build homes, fix their homes up, put swimming pools in. So I think it would be a big boom in general. And plus, it'll help attract industry here. You don't have to pay property tax if you're a big industry. That makes the state a lot more appealing.
Fedora also says he's in favor of complete elimination of pensions, perks, and per diems, and has signed a pledge that if he is elected, he would not accept any. Fedora believes his small business experience and his time as a councilman are just two of the many reasons why he's a good candidate. Fedora's family owns the Italian bakery in Tamaqua and has for the past 118 years. Congressman Lou Barletta recently relaunched his official website. The redesigned page now gives constituents access to the best possible resources, most up-to-the-date information, and explains the legislative process. Here they can learn what the congressman is voting on and how he voted. It also features a student resource page for students seeking financial aid, resources for business owners, and information for anyone interested in seeing how a bill becomes a law, and much more. You can visit the website at barletta.house.gov. Make sure you check it out. And coming up on News 13, it's been 1 year since guidelines and updated recommendations for child car seats have been released. Are you aware of the new rules? Well, we'll tell you what you need to know next. Plus, our Jasmine Brooks headed over to the Career Center to learn about Study Island. Sounds tropical to me. I'm liking it. We'll take you there next. It's been a whole year since the American Academy of Pediatrics updated car seat recommendations. So have parents got the message yet? Well, a AAA survey says yes, outreach efforts are working and parents are getting the message. In fact, over 90% of parents with a child under 13 years old reported being aware of the new guidelines, and many said they heard from their child's pediatrician. By advising parents to keep toddlers rear-facing until age 2 or until reaching maximum height and weight for the seat, and recommending that older children between 8 and 12 remain in a belt positioning booster seat until 4 feet 9 inches tall. The AAA reinforced what safety groups had long advocated. Certified child passenger safety technicians are available to help parents with their car seat installation through local AAA offices by visiting seatcheck.org or call 866-SEAT-CHECK or 866-732-8243. And let's head right outside and see how the next 4 days are looking, including the beginning of the weekend, which we are halfway to, and I give that a big hoorah. Increasing clouds for the rest of tonight with a temp dipping down to a very mild 53 degrees. 4-day outlook going like this. Thursday, mostly cloudy skies, then gradually becoming sunny by the afternoon. We climb to 73, dip to 57. Friday, we see a slight chance of showers, then becoming partly sunny, high up to 71. 46 will be our low Friday night with rain a possibility. Saturday, look for showers, cloudy skies, high near 57. Saturday night, look for a chance of showers, cloudy low down to 42. On Sunday, a bit chillier than we've seen. It will be cloudy and it will be rainy with a high up to 51. 41 will be our low Sunday night as the showers continue. Your forecast live at 5:30, brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon, Dog and Cat Grooming on North Broad Street in West Hazelton. Call 459-0310 to make an appointment for your furry friend today. All right, coming up, we'll tell you how you can get your hands on some merchandise from SSP TV's The Girls Show, and it all benefits a really great cause. But first, Freddie B's in with sports via phone. He talks PIAA brackets, high school tennis, and baseball. It's all coming your way live at 5:30. Well, for this week's District Newsmaker, our Jasmine Brooks headed over to the Hazelton Area Career Center to check out a program called Study Island. It's through this program students can improve their reading, writing, and mathematics skills over the net. Jasmine?
For this week's District Newsmaker, I am here at the Hazelton Area School District's Career Center talking to teachers from the English Department and Special Ed Department. We're talking about Study Island. What is that? Well, it's a program over the internet that helps children with their mathematic, reading, and writing skills. So let's talk a little bit about this. So when did this come into play?
We've been using Study Island for about 2 years now. Our principal, Lori Herman, is the one that spearheaded it for us at the Career Center. We knew that an internet-based activity like Study Island would get kids the practice that they need to get better at these, very basic skills.
Great, and I mean everybody's on the internet, so I'm sure they're kind of taking this really well.
Most of them are. I mean, I try to encourage them to spend a little less time on Facebook and a little more time on Study Island.
Very good. And you were telling me that you actually do use the grades as part of the classroom work.
Well, absolutely. If they're doing work in my class, they should be rewarded for working hard. So we do incorporate in our classwork grade.
Okay, and so what are some of the actual quizzes that are being put up? What are they learning?
Well, there's 20 different lessons, and they encompass all of the anchors from the state standards. For example, summarization, main idea, inferencing, using context clues while you're reading, and it goes on and on.
Okay, great. And so what do you think are some of the benefits from Study Island?
Well, I think one of the benefits is that it helps all these students with the different areas. And even if they're not understanding the material, it recognizes that within the program and gives them what's called building blocks. So it gives them extra help focusing on that specific skill until they can improve in the area.
And I just have to comment on the classroom. You have it all decked out Hawaiian style.
Yes, we do. Angie Black, a special education teacher that works with me, she is very enthusiastic about Study Island, and it was her idea to decorate the room and to do little games and activities that go along with Study Island.
And speaking of games and activities, there's some incentives, is that right?
Absolutely, and it really gets the kids excited even a little bit more, because what we do is as they finish a lesson and they achieve the score they need, they get to put their name into a drawing, and then at the end of the quarter, we pull one name and they get a $20 gift card for sheets or gas card. Then we also have a competition between the two classes. And if one class beats the other, they get a lay up on our totem pole, and whoever wins at the end of the semester, we're giving a pizza party.
Wow, well, that is awesome. So it's Study Island. We'll tell you more about it on our website at ssptv.com. So for this week's District Newsmaker, I'm Jasmine Brooks, and I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Jasmine, thank you so much. Well, SSP TV's newest show, The Girls, is now selling some pretty cool merchandise, with proceeds going to a really great cause. These beautiful ceramic mugs are pink in color with the Girls logo. You think it, we say it. And the best part about these mugs, the proceeds are going to the American Cancer Society for breast cancer research. You can support an important cause to all women and men and wake up every morning with the Girls by purchasing a mug today. The cost is $10, and you can head to our Facebook page, The Girls SSP TV, or stop by the station at 109 West Broad Street in Hazleton to place your order. That'll do it for us tonight. Thank you so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or just simply go to News 13's website, ssptv.com, where you're going to find everything Hazleton and beyond. It's all just a click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you back here on Thursday. Good night, everyone.